would say, ride, Sally, ride. That's all you gotta do. Wipe your weeping eyes. And then you just shake it to the east now, baby. Yeah, just shake it to the west now, baby. Hey, baby, just shake.
Several days later.
What are you doing, you crazy bird? Begode Master being charged at this moment. The thing that you might want to know is that the charger does run really hot. So yeah, we're gonna get this balanced, get this charged, and hopefully it charges to 134 volts, give or take.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
If we don't see some boobs or some explosions, then I'm gonna, get pissed off. Yeah, really. Fire! 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 This is the coolest show in the history of television.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
Okay guys, so the Master's all charged, and as you can see right here, the light's green, and EUC world, it's at 134.4 volts. Darkness spot is showing 100%, 134.4 volts. So I'm gonna let this balance for about a couple hours. So right now, you're just going on a journey with me as we, get ourselves acquainted with this Begode Master. Right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna check our tire pressure, and we're gonna also check the suspension. 28.5. That's good. All right, that's the tire pressure. So now we're gonna check the suspension. Let's do this. Okay, the suspension is at 275, I think. Okay, I'm checking my weight right now, so I am at 190 right now. The suspension should be at 350. I'm gonna probably add 10 more to that. Okay, it's at 350 now. 350 now. Yeah. You definitely need a quick release valve for this pump here. Man, this pump sucks. Okay, so I have the pressure around 350, 320 because some of the air came out. Yeah, it's a lot more stiffer. Yeah, that feels pretty good. So what we're gonna do in the next part of the video is test this out on a dirt trail, and I'll give you guys more impressions of it as we go. Okay guys, so we're gonna go on a little trail ride. Oh, whew, a little sketchy with this tire. I'm not used to the Shinko on dirt trails, but it doesn't seem like it does a good job. I don't know why. Maybe I got too much pressure and I'm like sliding all over the place. It says 25 right now. Let's take this down to like 22. It has a max load of 33. Well, damn, I was hoping it wasn't gonna be so freaking sketchy out here. I don't know why. You look at this stuff, it's all... Okay, I think this trail looks a whole lot better. Not a lot of loose rock. This is a nice smooth trail. I've ridden this trail before. I just traveled 45 minutes to get here, but that last trail, yeah, that was sketchy. And I was having a hard time. I was sliding over the place. Here we go. Making sure the Shinko 244 is a good choice for a trail like this. Okay, so I can already tell you already it's a lot better on this trail. This one, more manageable. And so right now I have pumped up the tire to 25 now. And the surface that I'm riding on is packed dirt. There's a little bit of loose rock or whatever, but it's not bad. It's not, you know, pronounced. And I I made a post on the Facebook forum, Electric Unicycle Club, because I asked them, is the 244 tire good in very large loose rock? And a lot of people are saying, you know, yeah, the tire should do all right, you know, maybe pump up your tire just a little bit so it just glides right over that rock. And a lot of people are saying they didn't have issue. I was like, okay, that's pretty interesting. So I don't know, guys. Could be just me complaining or not used to riding a bigger wheel with a Shinko tire. That could be also that too. You know, a lot of people suggested don't always ride in a straight line, kind of glide with the terrain a little bit. Shinko 244 does a good job on this type of terrain, I think, guys. It does pretty good. Like I said, I'm on the hunt for some bumpy terrain to test. Hi. Just on a casual perspective, impressions, having ridden this trail many times before, having shown you guys this trail a couple of times, I can tell you right now, the Master, #1. Suspension #1 for this trail. It beats all my other wheels out of the water. The Shinko 244, perfect for this type of terrain. Makes you feel like you are just kind of floating over all this stuff. It's freaking amazing. Okay, so it's been about a couple days after what you just saw, and we did 17.3 miles on all that dirt trail stuff. And we started off with 100% battery down to 65%. Now after that, I came back home and did a little bit more riding. Now 22.3 miles, I didn't charge the battery, down at 60%. So not too bad, guys. Just a reminder, guys, we're using one battery charge for this whole video. After 2 days of the wheel resting, the battery percentage went up in comparison of what we left off with. A 16% difference positive on EUC World and positive 7% difference on Darkness Bot. Both apps read 125 volts. And the Begode app reads at 80% with no voltage measurement. Okay guys, so the next part of the video is we're going to be focusing on the street. So let's go to the next part of the video. Just to remind you guys, this is all on one battery charge. As you notice, the suspension is a little bouncy. I have it pumped up to 300 PSI. I made sure it was at 300 PSI. And it's a lot more bouncier, of course. A lot of people warned me not to go past 300. But again, that's up for debate. We can talk about it in the comments. What I'm going to do is test up my rebound. I'm going to bring this all the way over here. And we'll test it on some bumps. Okay, so now we're going to twist the rebound all the way to the right. Okay, so we're going to do the rebound all the way to the right for this test. Okay, now we're going to do it with the rebound set all the way to the left. Okay, all honesty, if I have the rebound set all the way to the left, it feels a lot more bouncy. It's not firm. So we just tried that. We're just testing the road chatter with the rebound. So I had it kind of midway. So let's put it all the way to the left and see what kind of road chatter we get this time. Or actually, it was actually all the way to the left already. So let's put it all the way to the right and see what happens. Okay, so that felt a little bit better, but I think a lot of this is related to your PSI. Okay, so what we're going to do is drop off from a curb. I have the rebound set all the way to the right. Okay, we're going to set the rebound all the way to the left. Not bad, it takes a hit. Okay, what I'm going to show you is the torque, how fast it is, and just to go fast like that. So let me give you a couple of demonstrations.
Speed exceeded. Speed exceeded.
Okay guys, so this is the seated riding portion. We have the Clark pad seat, the fairing, and the power pads. I'm still kind of learning how to do the seated riding, so come with me and we'll give you some impressions as we do this. Now I don't feel totally planted on this yet, but we'll try to get there. So it's hard to freaking stop. Sitting down again. There we go. And then we'll stand up. Oh, geez. Okay. So, I mean, you really got to fully commit to the seat. You know, because these Clark pads are in the way, man. And I don't like that about Clark pads, is that the pad gets in the way. Just like everything, you have to practice with. You have to practice. And every wheel is going to feel different with a seated experience. Again, this is a casual video, guys, and I know some of you are probably looking for extreme stunts, extreme things you can do with the Master, but the Master is capable of being a good casual, general, all-purpose machine. There we go. Again, Clark pads, you know, they're kind of in the way a little bit, so you can hold on to this thing. You can hold right onto it. So what I like to do is kind of preload the suspension a little bit before I stand.
Okay guys, so we're at the end of this video right now. So we are now down to 39% battery. We've added 8.6 miles to the already existing 22.3. So we did a total of 30.9 miles. We probably could squeeze out safely 15 more miles, making this maybe a 45-50 mile range wheel. Pretty impressed. This machine just has a lot of power, guys, a lot of torque. The suspension, I still stand by my comment that it is a whole lot better than the Hero suspension, just for what I've been using those wheels for. As you can tell from the video, I am not an extreme rider, but I do want to see, test out my skills on maybe rougher terrain, higher drops, perhaps stairs. I really like to see how well the Master would fare under those conditions. In the future, or in near future, I'm going to be doing speed drills with the Master. So stay tuned for a video of that coming in the future. Again, I'm really sorry that my GoPro has really messed up and kind of didn't record a lot of the footage that I had recorded. It's kind of a bummer. So what we were able to piece here near the last half of this video is what we got. The rebound, I'm still not sure if I'm supposed to keep it left to make it softer or right to make it stiffer. I think that's how it is how it kind of feels. Still playing with that, so I really can't give too much impressions of it. It doesn't seem like it really makes much of a difference. 300 psi seems to be okay. I wish I could just pump it up a little higher, and I think I can, and we gotta really argue this out in the comments, because Alien Rides puts this psi chart up, which have values that are significantly higher than what people are saying, and people are saying 300 psi. Where are people getting that information from? Where is the 300 psi coming from? I just want to know where that information's coming from. You know what I mean? Once that's solved, and once I'm safely able to get the wheel set up the way I want to, you know, this wheel's fine, man. I don't see myself getting another suspension or performance wheel anytime in the future. I'm pretty happy with this. So if you're not like a range rider, if you're just like me, like a casual rider, this wheel's perfect. If you're a racer, I can't really speak too much about it, but from what I see on YouTube, this is a pretty decent performance wheel for racing and high octane stunts and extreme rides. So I think everybody's going to be happy with this wheel, guys. Mileage will vary, as they would say. So guys, I really do appreciate you all coming by. Please press like and subscribe and share the video if you can, and stay tuned for the next video coming up your way in the near future. This is CyberVolt signing out.